Hiya Seven, so the next thing we're going to make is our cheese scones. So for this you're going to need mixing bowl, milk, grated cheese, some mustard powder, butter, mixed herbs and some flour. So the first thing that you're going to do is make sure that you've washed your hands, got an apron on and preheat your oven to 200 degrees. First thing that you need to do. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to use your palette knife to pop your butter into your bowl, and you're just going to break it up into smaller pieces. Okay, you can use your palette knife just to break it up into smaller pieces, or you can just use your fingers. It's totally up to you. Then you're going to pop in your flour, okay? And then we're going to use the rubbing in method. So remember we did this when we made our apple crumble topping. And we're going to get our hands right in there and we're going to go underneath and rub it together. Remember, don't squeeze. Palm of our hands are really, really hot. Okay, and we'll start melting the butter and it will become dough. So we want to go underneath, rub together until all of those bits of flour have gone into our butter, and it resembles a bit like breadcrumbs, remember. So have a go. Remember technique, underneath, rub together, underneath, rub together. You're going to need to get all of that butter rubbed into your flour. Have a go at that, and I'll see you in a second once you've done it. So once your butter and flour has been rubbed in, it should look like this. You're going to add your mustard powder straight in, good sprinkling of your mixed herbs, and then you're going to add your cheese. Again, you're going to use your hands just to mix all that together so that it's all evenly distributed. So get your hands in there, make sure it's all evenly distributed. Using your hands, don't worry about making a mess. Okay, it's all mixed in. Then you're going to make a well in the middle. Okay, so just a little hole. And you're going to add your milk. Okay, so add your milk into the middle. And then you're going to use your palette knife to mix it together so it comes together like a dough. Okay, so make sure that you get all of that flour that's right at the bottom. Mix it all together until it starts coming together. If you're finding using your palette knife a little bit difficult, you can use your hand. So as it starts coming together, get rid of your palette knife and then give it a good old squeeze, okay, to bring it all together. Make sure you get right to the bottom. Don't want to leave any of that flour there. So give it a good old squeeze, start bringing it all together. It should all start sticking. As it all comes together, get it into a nice ball, and then you're going to pop it onto your work surface to then be able to roll out and cut into your scones. Okay, so now it's all come together. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of flour onto my work surface because I don't want it to stick. And then I'm going to just squeeze it all together. Okay, mix it all in. Okay, I don't actually need to roll it out using a rolling pin. I can just flatten it out using my hands. Remember, I don't want my scones too thin because they'll come out like biscuits and that's not going to be very nice. So just flatten it out to roughly about the height of your cutter. All you're going to do, you're just going to push it down, cut it out. There you go, there's one of my scones. Have a go, do that, pop them on your baking tray and then whack them in the oven for about 20 minutes until they go golden. Okay, do that and we'll see how it turns out. So once they've spent the 15 to 20 minutes in the oven, make sure you get them out using oven gloves and pop them onto a cooling rack, but they should look something like this, so they're nice and tall. Okay, if you put a little bit of milk on the top, they will have gone a nice golden colour. Let them cool down, slice them in half, add some butter. Hope you enjoy, but don't forget to send us a picture.